Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Sandy Bay here on Farming Simulator 17. Now today it is the second day of spring, so we don't actually have that much to do just yet because, as I said in the previous episode, most of our fields are seeded and last night we fertilised all of them. But I did find a field that had no seeds on it, so last night I drove the JCB down there during the middle of the night and fertilised that. So today what we're going to do is jump into a tractor, get a seed drill and head down to there to seed the field. It's the one right next to the pub, so we have a bit of a view as well. Maybe we'll see the drunk punter that we all know's on the map. Also during the night I took the man truck back down to the store once again and got some seed bags for this to save us doing it at the beginning of the video. This one's on Simulate Plex as well now, which is quite cool. So today our tractor of choice, if I just open these doors here, the Valtra is now finally road legal. We can now take it out onto the road. The JCB is relaxing after last night. John Deere's still not road legal just yet, but the Valtra is. You can see we've got our plates on it finally up there as well. So let's go ahead, jump in to the Valtra. We'll have to give the head tracking a bit of a reset here. Rightio, so we're going to go ahead down and collect our seed drill now. Now the seed drill that we have chosen is a Köckerling or something like that. Can't remember what it's called actually. It's one that I've not used before, but it should be pretty useful for us today. Make sure nothing's coming. It is a private road, but sometimes you get the odd lunatic driving past in his Corsair thinking he's a quality guy. Right, so here is our seed drill. It is a blue Köckerling or Köckerling or something like that. It's quite nice. It's a 6 meter working width. It's a bit like the Vaderstat one. But obviously it's not a Vaderstat one. It is a completely different model though. It's not just a reskin, it is a completely different model. So go ahead and hook this up here. And now we have to go back to the other yard and fill her up with some seeds ready to go today. So I think we may plant something pretty interesting. So I think we got wheat, canola and barley growing away. So we'll see what else we've got available to us in a second. Just cross here. I'm going to reverse into here so we can get out a bit easier in a second. So we'll just turn up here. Stop, put her into reverse. And there we go. So now I'm going to quickly turn her off to save on some diesel. We'll jump out and go collect the telehandler. So I've already undone the straps on this, so it shouldn't take... Well, it saves us a couple of seconds, I suppose. So actually on episode number 1, I had quite a good response from you guys. You guys seem to like the realistic approach we're going down. I have had a couple of people say they want me to get manual attach, and I will do that, okay. But I'm just looking for a version that allows us to have optional, so we can use we can use manual attach or use auto attach, whatever we want to use at the time. Now the reason for that is because, actually I need to get it on. Have we still got the pallet fork on? Yes we do. Thought we forgot it then. So like when you're attaching the pallet fork, for example, in real life you don't use your hands, you actually just drive into it and it clips on. You do it from in cab basically. So it's stuff like that why I'm a bit hesitant to get the manual attachers on Mod Hub, because that is not optional unfortunately. It'd be cool if it was. Let's quickly rotate this around, we'll get into here. Lift up the fork. Oh gosh, missed that one a little bit there. Still getting used to the articulated telehandler. Not something I'm used to. I don't even really use wheel loaders that often either. Okay, this is... Oh, we're in. We're in. There we go. There's one. Now, we could technically do 2 at a time, but for some reason, this game does not like it whatsoever. So I'm not going to risk it again. We did try it in... What map was that? It might have been Culper Park Farm. We tried it, and it really didn't like it. So go ahead, hover over... Actually, are we even going to be able to reach this? Are you going in? You going in? No, okay, what we're going to do is rest it on top. It doesn't work for some reason. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there's a button I have to press, but yeah, every time I hover over a seed drill with the bags mod, it doesn't work. So maybe it's just the bags mod, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. If you do know, let me know in the comment section below. I think the pallets work, but next time we'll get the pallets, because we've only got the bags for now. So I have to stick to this. Oh, come on then. You were nearly in then. Slide on. Slide on. Yes, there we go. So I did try removing the grates off this truck as well, but it looked terrible. I thought it would look better. Turns out it looks terrible without it. So I've gone ahead and left them on. What we need for it to look good is I need to make like a bumper. Right, go on, get on you. Actually, whilst we have this, actually, too late. I was going to say whilst we've got it picked up, we'll see if there was a button that worked, but there we go. Go ahead and drop this down. Awesome stuff. So now we'll jump back into the Valtra and we'll just use the R. So if you want to pretend this is a realistic way, then I suppose you could pretend... In fact, it won't even let me do it. Okay, so we are just filling up the Seadrill now. I think that's it. Yep. Okay, that was the last bag. And then go ahead and close this door once again. Now, a confession, when I was putting these number plates on... Oh gosh, that's the wrong button. When I was putting these number plates on the tractor, I did mess up the exterior camera. This is me trying to look around with the exterior camera, so I have unfortunately messed it up, which is a shame. I'm tempted to use a different tractor, but we'll stick with it for now. If it gets too annoying, then we'll change it, but cool. Let's go ahead and turn the beacons on. Is this track got beacons? Yes, it does. So we'll just have to do most of it in cab today. I think I remember the way where to go, actually, which is new for me. So we need to head down through the village and then turn... what are we doing? Right, sorry, and then left. I thought it was left and right, but nope. Right, then left. So welcome back. How are you guys doing? I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I hope that you enjoyed the episode number 1 of Sandy Bay here. What are we doing? So that's me looking normal, so the camera's sort of putting down a little bit too far, that's all. So we'll try and... Actually, I don't know what we can do. I'll have to fix the camera after this video, because we do plan on keeping this Valtra for quite a long time. Got to indicate this way. So also, a lot of people said they didn't notice a difference with the microphone. Oh gosh, stop. What I meant by sound quality is there's a bit more popping and cluttering of the microphone. So when I say B's, for example, or P's, it sometimes pops a bit more than the other one, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Look how beautiful area this is. I swear these houses were different in 15. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they were different. And the speed limit is 60 through here now, but this tractor only goes 32. I thought Valtra was meant to be fast. Right, so we want to turn left here. And the field is along this road somewhere, just before the pub. I think it is. It's quite a small field, so it shouldn't take too long. And once again, it is already fertilised. Not that one. It's the next one. Okay, so what we might have to do is put our... Oh, I've already left the gates on. Never mind. The gate's open. I was going to say we have to put the indicators on. The hazard light, sorry, whilst we open the gate. But I forgot to close it anyway. Right. We'll get into here then. We'll do the best we can to rotate it around. There we go. We'll get it unfolded. So I decided to go with soybeans, purely because you can do it with a normal header. So I'll just quickly jump out actually and show you guys the Seadrill for those of you that are interested. I just folded it up again. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's got a little thing on top of the O, so I'm assuming it's not actually called Köckerling. It's probably called... I don't know. I'm not even going to try and attempt to say it. So there's a 6 metre working width, like I said. Quite an interesting one. Nice detail. We've got the pipes and everything here. When I open the top of it, as you can see here, it actually rolls open. So it does have a proper interior? What would you call it? The inside you can see, although the field plane is slightly too small. That's maybe a bug, I should tell them. So this is actually from the ARM team. I'll have to put this onto the mod list if I remember. But it's the same place where you get the Merlot. So if you want this Seadrill, just go onto my mod list, and if it's not on there, look for the Merlot telehandler, and it'll be on the same website as that. Because there's only like 5 mods on there, so it shouldn't be hard to find at all. Right, so we're going to go ahead and do our headland last, as per usual. We'll quickly get ourselves onto the field here. Not really want to go that way. Could go that way, but I'm not going to. Actually, Now, I know it doesn't make sense to follow this, but I think we're going to do it anyway. And the reason for that is because there's no... Oh gosh, that's the wrong button. Because the pattern won't be weird. So if we go the way I'm facing now, which would make more sense, it will work and make more sense, but the texture will be off to the wrong direction. So I'm going to, unfortunately, stick to these lines here. Just going to double check to make sure it's 6 meters. Yes, it is. Okay, next thing we have to do is set up the... close that here. Next thing we have to do is, of course, set up the Proceed mod, and we're going to set it to GPS, and I think our... What was it? Our fertilizer sprayer? Where is it? Sprayers. Let's have a look here. So our fertilizer sprayer is 24 meters. So we'll go ahead and set this to 24 meters, which means every 24 meters we'll get tram lines. So that's how you use that if you didn't know. Let's get GPS on small here. And we are away. Do I still have IC on? Yes, I do. That's why it was played. That's why it was being weird. I still had IC on. I'm actually recording a courseplay course here. That is not what I wanted to do at all. So go ahead, stop that and cancel that. Just try not to do that again. Awesome. So yeah, once again, welcome back to Sandy Bay. As I just said, look at these views. These views are fantastic. I think we're going to skip a line. I think that's going to be the best solution here, so we don't get a bit too cramped at the end. We'll go ahead and activate GPS again. So it looks like we're going to have to do about 2 headlands on this field, which isn't really an issue. So as you can see, we're putting down the tram lines now. If you look on the Proceed mod there on the right hand side of the screen, we've got those 2 little red bits. So if I look back, you can see we're dropping the lines there. So that will be a tram line when the crop's growing. Quite a handy mod to have this, the Proceed, although I should mention at the moment it does not work with the Coon DLC. So if you want to use the new Coon seed drill where you put the tank on the front, unfortunately it doesn't work yet, but they are working on a fix for it. So hopefully it won't be too long until that's fixed. Right, we'll go down this pass here, I think. There we go. And we'll place another tram line, actually. Because we went 3, so there's 3 rows in between us. That's obviously 24 meters, so we're placing down another tram line at the moment. So I am interested to know, I did mention in the episode number 1, I'm getting another tractor. Can you guys guess what that tractor is? It's not one that we've used before. Kind of. It's not one that we've kind of used before. Let's get that off. Lift it up. I've got all the controls. So yes, let's see if any of you guys in the comment section can guess what tractor we are getting on this map. So we are going to be having 4 once it's delivered to us. There we go. Nice one. I'll give you a clue. It's a second-hand tractor. We're getting a second-hand tractor for this map as well, to go with our 3 brand new one. Well, technically the 3000's not brand new because they don't make that one anymore. But got 0 hours on the clock. We'll come towards this edge here, and we'll go around. So we're kind of doing the headland as well, which is by accident. We just won't do it whilst we're here. Go down this pass. Awesome. So it's getting to the time again where I'm not getting bored of Farm Sim, but I would like to start to do like I was doing last year, where I was putting 2 videos up a day. One would be Farm Sim and one would be another game. What games you guys want to see me play? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll look into different games that you want me to play. Once again, it will not replace Farm Sim. It will be in addition to Farm Sim. And the reason I stopped doing it originally was just because of time, basically. Started to get a little bit short on time in real life, so I only had time to do the Farm Sim stuff. But now I've changed all my software and stuff, and it doesn't take as long to render and all that good stuff. Shouldn't be an issue anymore. I should be able to get a couple videos out a day. I will not do... Oh gosh, that's the wrong way. GPS took me the wrong way. I will not do 2 farm sim videos a day because that's just pointless in my opinion. I'll stick to 1 farm sim a day and then whatever game you want me to play. So let me know in the comment section. And in the next video, I'll take all the popular answers and make a poll or something. Look at the detail on this Valtra. This is the first time I've been in the Valtra, so I'm a little bit starstruck still. I've never actually been in it on farm sim. Right, so I've been thinking about what we're going to be doing for silage on this map. So on Copper Pot Farm we're using the bales, so it only makes sense that we use the silage clamps on this map here. I've not tested the silage clamps, but I'm pretty sure Landy Kid has, so I'm assuming they work perfectly fine. So we'll go ahead and do that. The only problem is, the silage clamps are huge on this map. He's got the ones from FS UK, so it may take a while to fill them up. So we're going to have to start doing cornfields as well, I think, which is fine because I have started off with a forager, a forage harvester, I should say. So we can go ahead and do silage as soon as possible. We could have put corn on here, but I don't have a corn seed drill, so we've got the equipment to harvest it, but no seed drill to put the seeds down. Could have technically rented one, but we're going to wait until next spring so we can have more than 1 field, because it really won't make any sense paying all that money to rent a seed drill when we're just going to put 1 field down. So we may have a silage year next year. That's what we do. We might do cereal this year, and then next year we'll do silage. Kind of makes sense to me. Should be a nice little bit of income as well. So what we're going to do, obviously we can't do another row there. It's going to be the headland. We'll deactivate GPS here, and we'll start going down this row. We'll start doing all our opposite rows now. This is what I like to call the B rows. If you haven't watched my videos before, so it goes A, B, A, B, A, B. You get the idea. So we'll go ahead and start doing the Bs. There's one there that we're not going to be able to do because the turning was too sharp. So we'll do that at the very end, just before the headland. Deactivate GPS again. Turn in. Awesome stuff. It's a shame that I've messed up the camera. I can't believe I did that. I'm such a derp sometimes. It's because I was using the wrong camera to put the number plates in. If you use Giants Editor, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I need to fix that as soon as I've stopped recording on this video. I need to go ahead and do that, or else I will forget. Right, let's go into this row here. So for those of you that are the more arcadey style farm sim viewers, then you're probably not going to like my Sandy Bay series because we're going to be doing a lot of realistic stuff. So for now, for example, usually I'll just do like 3 rows and then skip to the end. But seeing as this is our realistic series, I'm going to keep it most of us doing this. If you're into the arcadey stuff, then I recommend watching my Cobra Park series because we're not being as realistic on that. We are still doing things by the book, just not. There's no seasons involved. There's no rules or anything. So if you like the arcadey stuff, then watch that one instead. But hopefully, most of you are here to watch realism because it's farming simulator. Simulator being the key word there. I'm trying to simulate being a farmer. Luckily this year we've only got one field to seed drill. In fact, I can show you that now. I'll need to turn off GPS a second. So we're in field 19 there. 13's is planted. 14's planted. 11's planted. Only just realised that we have a grass field there, which is grass field 4. We've got 7, which is kind of a field, but it's also where our cows are, so it's not that great. And just realised we've got field number 8 as well. So, oh, and number 6. 6, 7, and 4 are our grass fields. 8, I haven't been to 8 yet. I know what field that is. That's the one with the incredible views. So we'll have to check that one out in a second. I'm assuming that one is already seeded though, because I would have been there else. Because I think this was the only one. Right, so just a little bit about Seasons Mod. In fact, if I show you the weather report here, it's currently Wednesday, so we've got sun today, sun Thursday. It's raining Friday, unfortunately. The weather forecasts aren't 100%, so there's a chance it may not actually rain, so touch wood it doesn't. Saturday's probably going to be wet, so we're not going to be able to do much. Sunday may be dry enough to do work, but then it's raining again on Monday, so a bit awkward. So the seasons last 6 days. You can choose it. It can be 3 days, 6 days, or 9 days. I think that's all it goes up to. There may be more, but I don't really ever do that unless I'm playing by myself, not on camera. So, yes, I'm not going to do the whole 6 days of spring because I don't think we'll have enough stuff to, I don't think we'll have enough stuff to do, basically, in these 6 days, seeing as most of our fields are already done anyway. So, we may have one more spring day left after this. Maybe, possibly. So, this is spring 2. So, spring 3, I'll see if there's anything we can do. I may actually just bump the days down to 3. The reason I've got it set to 6 is because if you haven't got enough stuff planted in time, then you're pretty much screwed, because it won't grow in time for the autumn, which is obviously the harvesting season. So you need to make sure you've got a little bit of headroom, because once you pass the date, then you're pretty much screwed, like I just said. So at least having 6, that we've got a bit of security, that we have got enough time to do things like off-camera work and stuff. Let's go ahead to here. And also in the autumn, it's going to be handy because we're going to be... Let's go back down here. Oh well. Yeah, in the autumn, we're going to be harvesting, so we have to harvest all of our fields and then plough them, cultivate them, get them seeded again, because we're going to be doing some winter barley as well. So you can do winter crops, which is quite cool. The mod allows you to do that. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to do in the autumn. So the autumn is probably the series that you guys are going to be looking forward to the most. I'm thinking we may buy our animals end of summer, early winter. Now the reason for that is because they'll be cheaper to buy. Have we done that? Yes. Get that lifted up. Yeah, the animals will be cheaper to buy in the winter, so I think that's when we're probably going to buy our animals. But of course, we're going to need to make sure we've got enough food and stuff for them. Let's go ahead and lower that down. Also, we need to buy some sort of cattle trailer if that's going to be the case. We could technically rent, which we may end up doing. Let's go that way. Turn. Right, I think that's going to do us now. We're going to go anti-clockwise into our first headland here. We'll do roughly, a bit further over. There we go, this should do us. So we'll get our GPS off for now. And we'll start doing our first headland. So like I said, we're going to aim for 2, just to save up on some seeds. And we are actually putting down a headland as well, which is quite handy. That's just a coincidence. So like areas like this, for example, this is why we're doing 2 headlands. So we're not going to be missing all of that much. We'll do the outside in a second. Right, so we're doing the last pass here that we couldn't get earlier, and this is going to go into our second headland, because we don't really need to get all that bit over there, so we're going to do that on our final headland. Not really going to be missing that much, in fact, if any at all. Get GPS back off, and we'll go back into our headland. So there we go, we haven't hopefully missed that much. We've got our tram lines ready to go, which if you don't know what a tram line is, you may not even know what these are, but you will see when the crop is growing exactly what they are and what they do, which could be handy in the summer, because we're going to have to fertilise these one more time in the summer. Yeah, about there, I'd say. Right, this is going to be the hardest bit, because that corner there is going to be a right pain in the butt to get to. But we'll go into our final headland now, so that's going to be where we end in this corner here, which we may need to go back and forward a little bit, but not going to be that much of an issue. And we're in our final headland. So here's a question for all the real farmers out there. Let me just adjust the webcam a little bit. If you are a real farmer, what do you guys do in the summertime? Or if you know exactly what farmers do because you watch enough of their videos and you're into it, let me know what farmers do in the summer, because that's the season where I'm a little bit confused, because we don't have any animals. If we had animals, it'd be a little bit easier to work out what to do, because we'd just be looking after them, basically. But yeah, I'm a little bit lost for what to do in the summer, so please let me know if you do know what they do. That's a bit of a tongue twister. So I'm thinking summer might be our silage season. We might do grass work in the summer, because that's really the only time we can do it, because the grass, as you can tell on the outside, isn't fully grown yet because it's only just turned spring. Well, we've missed quite a bit there. I might have to come back and get that. That's quite a big chunk to miss out. Yeah, like I was saying, we'll do the grass work in the summer, I think. So summer plans are to fertilise for the final time. It shouldn't take too long. I'll probably do that all in one video. We'll do our grass work in the summer, and then spring we'll be harvesting, cultivating, seeding again for our winter crops, and then we'll harvest them in the spring, and then we'll do the whole process again. So it's quite realistic. We have to take things like this into consideration. The only bad thing is winter. Now there is a twist to winter. Now if you know what seasons mod is, you've seen other YouTubers use seasons mod. We may have a bad shock in the winter, which may not allow us to do much at all. You could probably guess it. And also, I did get quite a lot of questions about Seasons Mod in my last video. Seasons Mod is currently not out. We're one of the testers. I'm one of the testers, as well as Kid and Dave. So we're basically helping it to get to the stage where they can release it for you guys, which should be interesting. So actually, I've just decided we're going to do one last headland. So I'll quickly do this, and I'll speed it up so you guys can see what we're doing. But I'll meet you guys at the end. Right, okay, so we've done our final headland now. I'm not going to bother going up into the corner properly because I'm not sure the harvester will go into there anyway. Saves us getting stuck at a later date. So just so we don't crush up all the ground, we're going to not really do another headland. We're just going to leave the seal drill on whilst we drive back to the gate. Now, I made a complete pig's mess of that. You don't have to tell me in the comment section because I know I'm not very good at doing headlands, unfortunately, but practice makes perfect. So as long as I keep doing them, we should get the hang of it eventually. We have also covered up some of the headlands, which is bad. Some of the tramlines, sorry. Because I need to map out a button. I don't think it's mappable. But that may be an idea I suggest. Actually, you may be able to do Proceed. Let me know. If you've got Proceed, can you map out buttons to controllers and stuff? Like custom mappings? Right. Let's go ahead and lift that up. Get it turned off. Fold it away. And that is us done in this field now until the summer, so we'll quickly get our beacons on as well as we come out of here. Are there any cars coming? Yes. I'm going to do something quite dangerous, and we'll have to be quick about it. We'll have to quickly close the gate, but we'll have to leave the tractor in the middle of the road. Because of that. I knew that would happen. Now we are pretty much stuck at this point. Right, never mind. I got this. I got this. Get out the way. And we're free. So I'm going to head back to the yard. We need to quickly take a drive up to field number 8. I'm not sure how long this video has been once I've edited it, but if it's a bit long, never mind. Keep it in. I want to see what's going on in field number 8, because I've not been up there just yet. Like I said, I didn't actually realise we even owned it. Let's get some lights on here. Just in case. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to see a huge white tractor coming down the road, but you never know. And we're actually going to go up this way, see if we can beat some traffic. Okay, so let's get this seed drill put away now, and we'll quickly jump into the JCB again, because we need to do field number 8. How bad? I didn't even see it on the map. I must be going blind. Oh, these are the harvesters we have. We've got the John Deere 8000, I think it's called, and the Class Lexion. Now, I think this John Deere is giving me bad FPS. I'm going to do some experimenting off camera, and then if it is, unrealistically, we'll swap it out for the Class Jaguar, so we've got a Class set. In fact, before we actually use them, let me know in the comment section below whether you prefer the John Deere or the Class Jaguar. Okay, let's quickly back this up into here then. Slow and steady. Oh, we're losing it a little bit. There we go. And we'll get it disconnected. And like I said, we'll quickly jump. We'll quickly collect the JCB. Okay, so I'll just leave this here for now. I'll park it all up neat, nice and neat in a second. Let's get our lights off. Get that turned off. We'll jump out. Lock her up, and once again, back into JCB. Unfortunately, the JCB doesn't have that open from the outside thing. I may look into getting it put on. It does have IC though, so it should be doable. Should be, being the keyword. Right then, let's get it booted up once again. We'll hook up our sprayer, and I don't think we need the front tank today. It's not a very big field, and I don't think there's actually any liquid left in that tank anyway, so we'll see what we've got in here. Yeah, okay, we're just going to take the back tank today. I'm pretty sure that's that we cleared out off camera. I thought it might have been the back tank, but nope, we are good. In fact, I think you can get to field and brake from this way. We'll have a look. You used to be able to. See if you still can. So I've still not got around to putting the row props on this. So I'll do that for the next time we use it, which will be the summer. Need to clean that as well. She's getting very dirty. Close that. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start fertilizing field number 8 now. And I think we'll... oh, that's not the path I was looking for. It's this path here. Another gate? Really? There's a lot of gates on this map. We'll quickly jump out of here. We'll get this open. And whilst we're here, we just as well see if there's another gate going into field number 8. Thank you. And there probably is. There isn't, actually. I thought there'd be a gate here. There used to be. Of course, I don't think we own this field, but it'd be a handy one to own as well. Okay, where is she gone? Here she is. Jump in. Cool, so like I said, we're going to leave it here. If you did enjoy this episode, please tap my thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.